Today I have a full breakdown of PSYLOCKE inside of Marvel Rivals. We're going to go through each ability, see what they do. We're going to talk about them a little bit, how they may be strong, how they maybe can use, just kind of dissect them a little bit for you guys. I was fortunate enough to get into the Marvel Rivals content creator program where I was able to get this footage, so thanks to them for that. But yeah, let's get right into it. I'll leave this up on screen. You guys can kind of read the ability, see what's up with her, then we'll get right into the video. So first things first, her primary fire in her kit is called psionic crossbow. I'll keep it playing in the background so you guys can see what it is. So what's good about this ability is, first thing we notice is it's a hit scan. So characters there are not safe. Hit scan's a good thing. It brings aiming skill gaps and whatnot. And in the IGN video, they said that this does have damage fall off. So the closer you are, the better, obviously. And it kind of makes sense because it shoots in like a group of 4. It's almost like a shotgun blast, so to say. But the unique thing about this ability, the passive on it, that is incredibly good, is whenever you hit primary fire bullets, it's going to reduce the cooldown of all your other abilities. And it seems to be very significant too. So burst combos occur, you're weaving in primary fire, next thing you know, your abilities are back up to do more burst combos or whatever you decide. So if you would pay attention to the bottom right of the screen, you can see you're using her abilities here. And when she hits this primary fire, the cooldown is going to go down significantly. It's actually quite a lot. So with that, that means a lot of uptime on abilities in the back line. You'll honestly just be able to go crazy with this character. So the second ability is her right click. It's called Wing Shuriken. This ability is incredible for sustain. Much like Panther in Magic, she has a way to essentially heal herself or overheal herself, giving herself an overshield whenever she hits something with it. Keep in mind though, this only works once per throw. So even if you hit multiple enemies with it, you're only going to get that 50 overshield just one time, regardless how many people you hit. What's unique about this though is you can directly hit it and then recall it back, or you can put it on a surface and recall it back, and if it hits a character at all, you're going to get that 50 HP chunk. So this is good for sustainability. The primary fire is going to allow us to keep this up very often. We use this in our burst combo, keeps her in the fight. It's an incredible ability. So the next two abilities, which is the left shift and her E, I'm going to go ahead and loop in together because we have a very small clip from the training room that showcases them both. So first one, left shift, it's psi-blade dash. What it does is it passes through multiple enemies. You can damage multiple enemies with it, and if you're familiar with Overwatch, it's literally just a Genji dash. Of course, it fits this character perfect. Got the katana. Everyone says female Genji. She pretty much is, but so we got psi-blade dash. You'll be able to weave that in the combos. You can use it to get out, to get in. You'll be reducing the cooldown once again with the primary fire. It's going to make her a menace. And the other ability is her invisible. It's called Psychic Stealth. This is her E. And much how Loki is when he goes invisible with his kit, it's the same thing here. She goes completely invisible to the enemy team. You can roam around, do whatever you want, decide when you want to strike in the back line. It also gives her a movement speed boost while she's in the invisible mode. But this is a lot for her kit. She has a lot of incredible things to get in, get out, sustain, and Invis just makes it all the more ridiculous. This character is going to be incredibly fun to play. Before we get into her last two abilities, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like, sub, comment. It helps me out a ton, allows me to keep doing this for you guys. Lots more exclusive Marvel Rivals content coming up in the future days prior to launch, and plenty of guides, breakdowns, and a lot of Marvel Rival news coming up after launch. Her final ability, which is her ultimate, is called Dance of the Butterfly. So what this does, as you can see, it's a giant AoE circle, and any enemy inside of it is going to get hit by her katana. She's basically just going to chain slice automatically to each enemy inside of this circle. So the damage is shared depending on how many enemies are inside, because she's got to go to each enemy. But if there's one enemy inside, he's just going to keep taking the katana slices over and over to get way more damage on him than anything. I saw where they were talking about if you're in the middle, that kind of makes it where the next target she's going to go to prioritizes. Not sure if this is the case. We'll have to test it out when the game comes out. But nonetheless, a powerful ultimate. You're going to have to run away from this or it's going to be bad news for you. I can see this getting used in the backline often and just shredding the supports. So the final thing to talk about today is the brand new rework team up psionic disc. It's the one that was used by Magic and Panther where you'd have to interact to go across the map, but now it's much more convenient, much easier, and it's part of PSYLOCKE's kit. So what this does is, if you played another game, you'll be pretty familiar with it. Essentially what it is, it's just a recall. You go back in time around 3 seconds, and you'll get a portion of your health back whenever you do recall. It's got a 30-second cooldown on it, but in my opinion, this is the perfect rework for this ability. Is it really good and might be kind of busted? I think it might be. You can imagine characters like Magic, Panther, and PSYLOCKE who can sustain themselves. They're melee-based characters to an extent, up in your face, healing themselves, and they get a free recall to get out of the team fight and their health back when they do. And it's on a 30-second cooldown. This is really potent. This trio could run a menace on people if used correctly. And not to mention there's a ease ability in these characters that allow them to do so. But amazing rework on psionic disc. I think it's perfect for what it is. Super easy, convenient, press a 1 button. And we got a recall in the game now. But that's it. That's the video. Full breakdown of PSYLOCKE. If you enjoyed it, like, sub, comment, do your thing. If not, it's all good too as usual. Lots more Marvel Rivals content coming in. I got accepted into the content creator program, so I'll have some exclusive stuff for you guys. Thanks to NetEase and Marvel Rivals for doing that for me. It's greatly appreciated. But that's it. You guys have a good one.